The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone for joining. Everyone is involved in the persuasion of one kind or another. It might be the product or idea, but the process of persuasion is there. It is important to realize that understanding the art of persuasion is key to the success in dealing with people. The objective of the Leadership Bootcamp is to provide you with the necessary tools to learn the art of persuasion. The more you understand human nature and why people act the way they do will help you get the results you want from people. This helps you become successful in the art of persuasion. The more you understand the human process, the more successful you'll be at persuading your customers, bosses, employees, and friends. Hi, this is Dr. Doreen McGonigal, CEO of Global Strategic Management Solutions. Over the last 20 years, I've been working as a consultant for Fortune 500 companies. And I've had the opportunity to see firsthand the failures of many leaders because they lack the necessary skills to develop other people and successfully deal with them. I work with clients like you to assess them in improving the performance in their organization. I've worked with them to bridge the gap to helping understanding human relations that provides you the foundation for your long-term success. And with me also is David Middleton to assist in the presentation. So why are you actually not getting, some of the things that we talked about in our survey we conducted on leadership challenges was how we could prepare for our leadership camp. One common theme that prevailed in the research was dealing with other people. From the lack of motivated employees, conflict in the workplace, lack of trust, problems in teams, and having engaged employees. This is the first time that multi-generations have worked together in a workplace, and often in the generations, their values are different. So obviously there's conflict between generations. And if we look at lack of trust, it can be very costly to the bottom line. We can look at the airline industry to reflect how the lack of trust has increased the cost of doing business. Customers have to go through excessive security clearances, which is also very costly to the company. And problems with teams have a lot to do with communication, or the lack of the ability to articulate your ideas to your team. And the lack of motivated employees stems from the manager's ability to show respect and also improve relationships with the staff. So why are you not getting the results that you want from your people? There are a couple of basic ideas that help to ensure success in people. When you have a conversation with others, you must prepare a description, either in writing or mentally, of what you want to achieve in the conversation. Your ability to mentally think through the situation in a calm manner enhances your ability to deal effectively with the challenge. And setting your mindset to positive thoughts utilizes the laws of attraction. The more we deal on the negative, this is what we achieve while concentrating and reinforcing the positive will give us positive results. Interpersonal communication skills are the most important today than ever. Sending the appropriate verbal and nonverbal cues impacts the other person and how they perceive the message that we're trying to achieve. Getting awareness is how we respond successfully is the key to our communications with others. In one of the previous studies that we had, Good Boss, Bad Boss, Lessons Learned from Effective and Not So Effective Managers, revealed one of the biggest challenges was the lack of actually listening and communicating effectively with our people. Effective communication skills builds on the foundation of which management and employees can operate as a team to accomplish the mutual goals and the company's success. Improving the performance in your organization has a positive financial impact on the bottom line. When we asked leaders about their challenges, some of the common themes throughout the study revealed that one key is creating an actual engaged workforce. We know that engaged employees can boost profits by 85%. When we have engaged employees, it drives customer satisfaction, which drives customer loyalty and profitability of your organization. Additionally, engaged employees provide innovative solutions to work-related problems. We can look at companies like Southwest and Zappos, and it's very clear that focusing on employees has a major impact to the customer satisfaction and the bottom line. During the 50-day Leadership Challenge, we can help you with many things. By taking responsibility for the impact that you have on others, helps you consciously and proactively help get the results that you want to achieve. We work with you to recognize what makes successful communication. You learn easily how things can go astray and how to avoid communication mistakes. We assess your effectiveness in communication skills, and we provide you with the tools to help you pay attention to verbal and nonverbal cues. We know today that as much as 90% of our conversation consists of nonverbal cues. You will learn how to identify internal and external factors that impact communication. Improving listening skills will allow us to engage the entire message being conveyed and understand it entirely before you move forward. When we look at the pitfalls of repeating behaviors that generate unwanted results, we're also going to look at and include group discussions to examine the image that represents the relationship between behavior and impact. So during the 50-day Leadership Challenge, we examine what's causing a particular problem and includes activities designed to identify unwanted problems, the behaviors producing the less than desirable results, and the mindset that producing the behaviors that we want. We work through activities designed to help you define the goals that you want to achieve, including the behaviors and produce it, and the mindset that fuels the behaviors. Challenging in communication includes an activity where participation to listening and debrief several examples of how easily communication can go wrong. The difficulty in connecting is how important it is to follow up and make communication has happened. We assess the current skill level of where you are in the communications that you want to achieve. And managing people successfully is all around proper communication and also exploring and listening. So we actually also assess your listening skills and provide you the tools to improve them. And finally, you pull all that together and you contrast the mindset that was creating unwanted results in your life and the mindset that you want to adopt to achieve those results. We reinforce the discoveries made through the two pathways for the mindset behavior impact model. We will also recap the key points that you've learned through this 50-day Leadership Challenge. As a bonus, you'll have access to applying the mindset behavior impact model that you can use to gather better results in your life, both personally and professionally. The purpose of the Leadership Bootcamp is to help you master how to influence people. It provides you the know-how based on understanding human nature and why people act the way they do. Each of us is constantly influencing and controlling the actions of those that we come in contact with. The only choice we have is if we're going to use it for good or evil, or for the benefit or disadvantages of ourselves. There is a psychological law that makes human beings react and to respond to attitude and actions expressed by the other individual in a like manner. Everyone wants to do the appropriate thing, and everyone wants to rise to the occasion. We act out our parts in accordance to the stage that is set for us. There is an unconscious urge to either live up to the opinions of others or live down to those opinions. In dealing with other people, we see our own attitudes reflected back on us in our behavior. It's almost as if we stood before a mirror, and as we smile, the mirror smiles back. Or, if we frown, the mirror will frown back to us. So you have to adapt the attitude and action that you want from other people to express. This is one of the keys to mastering the understanding of human nature. In the bootcamp, we provide you with practical and tested methods to mastering the understanding of human nature. No human being is self-sufficient. Each of us needs something that the other person has to offer. We have things that other people need. All of our dealings with other people are based on those needs. There are three basic methods for dealing with people. They include 1, you can take what you want by force, threats, intimidation, or outsmarting the other. We can always think of a person that we responded to as one of those strong-arm managers or bosses that we hated to work for. You can also be you can be a human relations beggar and beg other people to give you the things that you want. Now that kind of works for a child, but it really is not very becoming in an adult. Or you can operate on the basis of fair exchange of give and take. You make it your business to give other people things that they need and want. And invariably they will turn around and give you the things that you need. The 50-day Leadership Challenge will give you tested methods for getting what you want out of other people by giving them what they want. The real key to successful human relations is learning as much as you can about human nature so that you are in a position to deal with it successfully. The object of the 50-Day Leadership Challenge is to teach you how to have confidence and power in dealing with people. Once you understand why people act the way they do, you will automatically find yourself feeling confident in dealing with them. We provide you with practical, tested methods to apply. Once you begin, you put them into practice, you begin your knowledge about people, you will find yourself in a new power in dealing with them. We all have read many books on how to get along with people. What really counts as a way to get along with people is dealing with us bringing personal satisfaction at the same time not trampling on the egos of those we deal with. To bring about real success in any situation requires that we deal with people in a way that our egos and their egos remain intact. I am sure that you can remember the boss that you had that really thought that they were more important than you, so strong-arming you in dealing with their egos, or the personal life that you have a condo commando that wants to really attack you or bullying you as an individual. So the key to the whole human relations story is to understand how people act and why they react that way. So one of the things that we do in the leadership program is to actually bridge the gap. Each week you'll receive a training module that will be a combination of video and recordings, and will walk you through the steps to build your leadership skills and also understanding human behavior. So the topics are divided into digestible segments, helping ensure that you can implement the program throughout the program. Every week there's a live call, giving you a chance to directly ask questions about the 50-Day Leadership Challenge and modules. That will also give you a chance to receive valuable direction and feedback at no extra charge. All the calls are recorded and the audios become available within 24 hours for you to download to your iPod or MP3 player. Increasing your network is also one of the areas that we allow you because it gives you feedback from other people as well, so you have an exclusive online forum. There's also weekly accountability where we work together on creating your plan of action for creating success in your business and also your profitability increase. And upon completion, we'll send you a completion certificate to either your boss or your company. I want to talk to you just a little bit about some of the findings that we found as far as the studies that were concerned. You know, the reason why 90% of people fail is the Dale Carnegie Institute Technology analyzed about 10,000 persons and arrived at a conclusion that 15% of success is really due to technical training. 85% of success is due to personality factors that include the ability to deal with people successfully. Dr. Albert Wingham, he's a syndicated column of Let's Explore Your Mind. He reported that out of 4,000 people who lost their job, 10% lost it because they couldn't do the work. But 90% lost their job because they didn't have the personality to successfully deal with people. So what is that really all worth to you to improve your performance in your organization? So we teach you a proven method to understand human nature and, more importantly, grow personally and professionally. So let's recap. There are 7 weekly online learning modules and recordings for you to go through. You have online audios. They're all topics relating to mastering human nature. And we have weekly calls that are 1.5 hours long, and they start October the 1st. You have digital recordings of those calls and an exclusive online member forum. And one of the major bonus assessments that we offer is a leadership assessment and debriefing. So it really helps you understand where you are right now and where you want to go. So we help you create that program. So it's limited to 10 people. We're really excited to be able to offer this to you because we went out to the people, our customers, our friends, those wanting to go and build their leadership training. And we're going to limit this to 10 people. And it starts October the 1st. It runs through the week of November the 12th. The calls are going to be at noon at EST time for 1.5 hours. So we're offering a coaching value of $3,100. It only is limited to 10 people. We have 7 weeks of online support. And it's a one-time fee of $997. But also the bonus of a leadership assessment debriefing is $550. So all that value is $3,700 of coaching, plus we're giving you 7 weeks of support, which is really, there's no value in that because it's 24/7, and we'll get in there and be able to answer the questions and concerns and help you build your plan, assess to what you really want to grow to. David, did you want to add anything to this or have any questions about where we're at as far as the program is concerned?
No, I think this is it sounds a very powerful program. The fact that we can do this remotely, I think, is good. Could you talk a little bit more about what the one-on-ones would be like, and what you would cover? What typically have you found as issues that you would help address during those one-on-ones?
Well, when we do the leadership assessment, we're going to do a 1-hour debriefing and go over where they are in the assessment as far as what skills they have. We're going to go over their strengths and weaknesses and really put together a plan for them to work on that. So weekly there's going to be an accountability. We'll actually go through and work with them on their accountability of where they're at and what they want to achieve so we can work together on that program for them.
Okay, that's great. And you gave some examples of areas we would focus on. I thought one was interesting, was keeping egos intact. How would this program really address the issues that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, both with our own egos and handling that in the right kind of way, as well as those who we're trying to direct?
Well, I think one of the things that it's going to allow us to do is really look at the behaviors of what we actually are establishing for ourselves, and also look at what we want to get out of that. So understanding where the person is coming from and what they're trying to achieve too helps us really allow us to think about what we're saying to that person and what we expect from that person.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
I'm going to open up the floor to any questions as well. I'm going to unmute everybody to see if they have any questions. One of the things you have to do is raise your hand so I can see if there's any questions out there.
One other question I might have, Doreen, is what would be, in your mind, a good candidate to go through this process? Could you draw a little profile of the kinds of people you think would really get something out?
I think one of the top individuals that would get a lot out of this would be a small business owner or a medium-sized business owner who wants to understand more of the human behaviors and how to really motivate their employees, but also the middle manager as well, so they can really help improve their performance in their organization, because they need to have a good understanding of where their people are and help engage them better in the organization, be able to create a more better understanding of their people and try to help them perform better.
Okay.
And I also wanted, there's one question about the actual content. Every week the content's going to be added into the modules for you in its online platform. So you'll get an actual module that will have the video and also the text, and then we'll have actually answers and questions and answers as well, along with the weekly call that will go over what's in that particular content. So it allows you to bring any challenges that you had during that week to that 1.5 hours so that we can address those issues. So you have more coaching there as well of a one-on-one. Because of the small group, it's going to allow us to really attack those questions and concerns that you have. Another question came up is if they're not there or able to attend all the sessions. They are going to be recorded, so we'll be able to send the audio to you, and you'll be able to get questions that way. And if you have more questions afterwards, you can always send it through the modules. We'll be able to address them that way as well. So again, we're really excited to be able to offer this to everybody. It's a one-time thing. It's a special program we put together for a leadership boot camp and we came to ask the people that what was their challenges for leadership. We're trying to address those in all of the modules throughout the 7 weeks. So those first 10 people who to register, it's 50dayleadershipbootcamp.com/sales-page, and my contact information is dmcgonigal@globalstrategicmgmt.com. And we really do look forward to joining us for the Unique Leadership Program Challenge, because we're hoping that it help you grow personally and professionally, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing it. Some people thought we were crazy by allowing it to be sold at such a low price, because all the actual coaching that's involved in helping you grow personally. That's one of the reasons why we're doing it. So thank you for joining us today.